It's Sasha. We are attempting to try this, but my sound is being funny, which is kind of weird. But we are going to do a full-on read, and a lot of people don't really get this read, but and probably because it's like $70, and I feel like it's too much. But however, we're about to do one, and I'm so excited. As somebody got 2 of them, so you get to journey this one with me too. We're having some beautiful times in our life. Ooh, okay. So, let's see. What all we have going on here? This is going to be interesting, to say the least. We have a lot in our realms. Hold on. Hi, so we're back. Okay, sorry, I got confused and I had to actually look something up, which is kind of funny to me. Alright, you have a lot going on in the runes section of your world, and runes is one of my favorite divination tools. They are one of the oldest ones as well. And this is saying like inside of yourself you've had this hailstorm, and this is to do with your true self. This is to push you to be the true self that you are having, but this came out of nowhere, so it felt like this wrath of just destruction. And in that you felt stuck, and there seemed like there was an addiction state. You were stuck in this addictive state for a minute, and this put you on a different road because you had this choice. You were at these crossroads in your life, and you got stuck at those crossroads. So then something veered you away from the roads that you were veered you from the roadway that you were taking, and you moved in a different form. And this has caused a lot of action towards you and a lot of action in your world. And so moving from that point, I would say that during that crossroads, you changed the directory of which way you were going. You were realizing that there was a lot of conflict inside of yourself to take that road, to continue that road right there. It just seemed like there was a lot of disputes and a lot of just dishonesty here. You get a lot of sneakiness. When you have the Five of Wands with the Seven of Swords, it's a lot of inner deceptiveness. So, which goes along with that being stuck in stagnation stage, because that happens a lot with like addictions, and addictions doesn't necessarily have to be drugs or alcohol. Really, it could be you're addicted to, you could be addicted to anything really. You could be addicted to emotions, you could be addicted to chaos, you could be addicted to having ups and downs, like you're manic. And this is saying you have a lot of ups and downs, like a lot of ups and downs here. So you had to have some introspection inside of yourself. And this left you in this contemplation stage. You were receiving a lot from the universe, and it was offering you a lot of rapid change, but instead you got tired. You lost the direction that you were going, and you felt like you had no control. So you left this disciplined state that you did have. You left that, and you moved forward in a more passionate way. You listened to your passions instead. You had an emotional awakening, and it did offer you some confidence inside of yourself, but then you felt defeated. Like you felt like because you were in that hangman state that you felt very defeated, and this left you feeling like you had lost something inside of your life. You're recovering from this, but you lost a lot in the midst of this. It just keeps saying addiction to me, and whatever that means to you, because there's something in your mind that you have held on to that you should have released, and you know that. It's because you were going through your shadow sides, and this was offering you to learn about the creativity inside of yourself and learning how to navigate through those shadow sides of you. And in moving through that, you're learning how to nurture the space inside of you that felt the need to look outside of yourself for validation. Maybe you're addicted to outside validation here. You're moving in this manner that is going to offer you some prosperity inside of your life, because you do have this big picture thinking here. You are recognizing the collaborations of the universe with yourself. This is an awakening state for you. And in moving in that awakening state, they're telling you to remember your boundaries because they're going to be important. I feel like you just want to be loved. There's a heart here on this rock, but the problem is that your heart's hardened. So while you want to be loved, you have this, hear me out, this distorted view of what love is. Because you need to have this understanding inside of your heart that love is really just freedom. The freedom to be yourself, and the freedom to clear out all of the packaging that you've placed upon yourself, these limitations that you've placed upon yourself. The love is enlightening. Love is always growing with you. It's kind and it's compassionate. And look, love came out with the dragons, and the kitty's about to come help us. Hold on one second, I gotta put him down. Alright, I'm back. I apologize. My cat was trying to jump up here and help us with the read, but he's not going to help us with this one. You have love and rest here. So you've been at this pause state. You've been rejuvenating the love space inside of yourself. You've been nurturing. Look how she's holding this egg to her heart. You've been nurturing this space, or you've been supposed to be nurturing this space. You have the lavender here, the color purple and lavender a lot. You've been supposed to going inside of yourself and nurturing this space inside of you. But I feel like you looked at this more like it was a punishment instead of looking at it like it was a gift to sit and learn you. To learn how to move forward and knowing that you're protected and grounded in your space. Instead of taking this time to learn the ways to move forward inside of your own emotional space and to learn how to give yourself the love that you're out here seeking, you quit learning how to go with the flow with things. You put a pause state to yourself. Clarify this. Because you looked at it from a different point of view. You looked at it like it was very confusing, like you had to cut stuff out of your life, instead of looking at it from an amazing standpoint where you then get to move in that manner and offer yourself that love that you're trying to push towards everybody else. When you offer yourself that type of love, it helps you move in the flow with the universe, really, and it helps you see the guidance that they're trying to see you. It helps navigate you through the dark. They light up these stars for you to navigate yourself through this life. When you start studying the constellations, you would start to see like every issue that you've ever had, there's a constellation for that to help with that problem, so that way you can navigate through it. You just have to open your mind space enough to be able to connect the threaded connections that you have to the star keepers, like the star family that you hold inside, because you come from a star dust cluster. So when you move in that manner, it's moving you with that fortitude of love. It's pushing the whole energy of that cluster into you to be able to make your reality the way that you see it, to be able to open the services up inside of you to offer the knowledge and the wisdom that you're supposed to offer while you're here. Let's see what else is. They're saying for us that freedom again. That's second now that freedom has come out. You have to have the patience. You're understanding that there is patience and compassion. You have a lot of constellations here right now with Nebula The numbers 25, 19, and 26 and 40 are going to be important here. You've been healing from a lot of the open wounds that you had inside of you. And this has taken